Let's go, gentlemen. What is going on? Hope you're all doing well and amazing today. It's your favorite coach, Danny C, coming at you live. If you're tuning in right now, hashtag I'm here. If you're watching a little bit later on the replay, still appreciate you. Make sure you hashtag replay for me. I want to know who's tuning in. I want to know who's getting value. And today's going to be an interesting one. I want to say we're changing the topic a little bit, gentlemen, but we're really not. Your health has a lot to do with romance, and we're going to be talking about that today. We're going to be getting in depth. And if you're struggling, like a lot of guys message me and they want to lose weight so they could feel more confident to get back into the dating life, find more romance. So if you're kind of struggling right now, feeling a little bit alone, feeling kind of not as confident as you want to be, then this is definitely going to be for you. This is definitely going to help you out. All right. I love it. I already see some people tuning in. Let's go. Steve, what's up, man? Hope you're doing amazing. He says hashtag I'm here. Lenny, I see you. Let's go. It's going to be good. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this podcast. I'm going to start the countdown and we will get into it. All right. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Men's Fat Loss Made Easy podcast, where I'm here to give you the best tips and tricks that you could use on your fat loss journey. Today, we will be talking about, guys, are you struggling to find romance in your life? And kind of like I said before, I want to say we're switching up the topic today, but in reality, romance has a lot to do with your health. When you think about your life, it's really broken up into 3 main components, and that's going to be your health, that's going to be your wealth, and that's going to be your relationships. But the thing is, guys, if you're not taking care of your health, then your wealth and relationships won't be as good as they possibly could be. You're not hitting your highest potential, your true potential. And I'll be transparent. A lot of guys enroll into our weight loss program. They want to lose weight. They want to feel a lot better about themselves so they can get back into the dating game again, because it came to a point where they let their health go. They're forming the man boobs. They have a bigger stomach now. They have love handles that they're kind of nervous about, and they're not really feeling confident in themselves. And they find that it's hard to find romance when you don't have that confidence and courage to pursue that relationship that you're looking for. And when you're living like that, guys, it can be tough, right? When you continuously break the promises that you make to yourself, it could be extremely hard to find intimacy with somebody else. Because at this point, if you don't even trust yourself, why is somebody else going to trust you? You've been telling yourself for years, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to get healthier, and you're still not doing anything, or you're extremely inconsistent. And you breaking those promises to yourself is leading to a lack of confidence. It's putting you in a negative headspace. You're not feeling as good as you possibly could be. So right now, you may be alone. You may be struggling. You may be struggling with your confidence, your health, and that's exactly why I want to help you. All right. I want to go over in this podcast a few things that will not only help you find romance, but honestly, guys, it's going to start. And I know this is kind of like not a blurry subject, but we're really masculine, a lot of our guys. So when we hear this, when we say start loving ourselves, it's like, that's kind of cliche, but that's the truth. Not only is this podcast going to help you find romance, it's going to hopefully help you start to actually love yourself again. Because when you can look in the mirror and actually be proud of the guy that's looking back at you, that's when your whole life will start to change. When you make commitments and you actually stay true, finally, to those commitments, that's when you actually see dramatic benefits in your life start to come into fruition. You're going to start to feel a lot happier, a lot healthier, more in shape, more confident, and hopefully find that romance that you are looking for. But it starts right now. It starts with this. All right. So let's get into it. Guys. The first thing, gentlemen, that you have to do to find more romance in your life is stop breaking promises that you make to yourself. Stop breaking promises that you make to yourself, because when it comes to finding romance, that really comes down to confidence, right? You hear all these guys say, like, if you want to find romance, you have to be confident in yourself. And you're not going to have confidence if every single month you're breaking your own commitments. You say you're going to go to the gym, but you never fucking do. You say you're going to start eating healthier, but you never do. You realize you can't do this by yourself. You're on this weight loss roller coaster. You say you're going to invest in a coach, but you never, ever do. So when you look in the mirror, you literally see a liar. You literally see someone that doesn't ever keep his word. And that's why for you, it's hard to make commitments at this point. It's hard for you to set goals because you don't even know if you're going to do it, because you can't even stay true to your fucking word because you don't trust yourself. And when you don't keep your word, it's going to stop you from pursuing relationships because you don't have that confidence, gentlemen. You start to think, well, why would they even want me? They could probably do a lot better. There's somebody probably out there a lot better looking. That's what you're saying. But if you actually stayed true to your promises, you would look at yourself a lot differently. You'll be way more proud of yourself knowing that you're actually staying true to your commitments. And at the end of the day, that's what your significant other is looking for, a man that actually can stay true to his word. That's the truth. All right. You're going to be proud of yourself once you start doing that, and you'll feel a lot more confident to pursue those relationships you want. Does that make sense? Good. It starts with you. I'm not saying Tinder, Hinge, you're going to go on these apps. No, not at all. You have to be willing to work on yourself first. And that means staying true to the promises you make to yourself, guys. Because a lot of the things that come out of your mouth, guys, these things that you tell yourself, they don't happen. So why is somebody else going to trust you? Why are you going to trust yourself to find a relationship when you can't even trust yourself to do day-to-day things like take care of your health, eat healthy, work on your career, get to that next level promotion, work on your relationships with friendships, family, all of that? You need to start there and start keeping the promises you make to yourself. That is number one, gentlemen. That is number one. All right. The next best thing to do, guys, to find romance in your life is become a high value man. Become a high value man. Now, this does not mean you have to get a Lamborghini and start driving it around. Not at all. Not at all. But what this means is you need to be continuously working on your goals, working on your health, working on your wealth, working on your relationships, your social skills, like working on yourself. All right. Do you really think somebody else wants someone that's lazy, that procrastinates, that's overweight, that's making excuses? I'm sorry, but no. Moving forward, gentlemen, I need you to be diligent about your goals with your health, your wealth, and your relationships. And this is exactly what I want you to do, guys. All right. At the start of every single day, if you really care about this, you're going to start doing this. At the start of every single day, I want you to write down 2 to 3 tangible goals. And tangible means like measurable goals with your health, wealth, and relationships. 2 to 3 goals I want you to write out for your health, wealth, and relationships every single day. All right. Just 2 to 3 goals for each category. And you'll start to see, as you start checking off the boxes every single day, you're going to gain way more trust in yourself. You will gain way more confidence and conviction in yourself, and you'll be able to pursue relationships because you have that good feeling inside of you instead of that self-doubt. If you always break your promises and you always procrastinate and make excuses, there's going to be so much self-doubt in you. It's going to be hard to find romance. It's going to be hard to find love and intimacy. That's just the truth. All right. So that's the second thing right there. Become a high value man. All right. And the last thing, gentlemen, that you have to realize if you're really looking for romance is you need to start dating yourself before anybody else. It sounds extremely weird, I know, but it's the truth. You need to start dating yourself before anybody else. Before you put full attention on anybody else, you need to put full attention on yourself. You need to be taking care of yourself first and your own goals. Because it's extremely hard to take care of somebody else when you're not in good health, when you're struggling in your career, when you're struggling with confidence and social skills. It's hard for you to care for somebody else. Somebody else is not going to want that type of care if you can't even handle yourself. So you have to work on yourself, guys, before anything else, because that will help you become a high value man that attracts romance and love into his life effortlessly. But if you want to do that effortlessly, you have to be willing to work on your own goals every single day. Does that make sense? Does that help? That's the theme, guys. That's the truth. Like maybe you said, maybe you thought coming onto this podcast, like, what's Danny going to really talk about here? What are the best dating apps? What do I have to wear? No, it has to do with actually becoming a man of value, because that's how you're going to attract more in your life. You have to be working on your health, your wealth, your relationships, making sure, especially you work on your own self goals, self-care, because the truth is you're not going to find people very interested in other people that are lazy, that procrastinate, that make excuses, that are overweight. I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you how it is. I'm not going to fluff anything because I care. And I want you guys to make fucking change instead of just sitting there. And then after work today, you're just sitting on the couch and you do nothing and you repeat these same habits every single week and you're just living for the weekend so you could go out and drink. I don't want that for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to be healthy. And it starts with this. All right. It starts with this. And a big part of happiness and health is finding romance, but you have to work on yourself first. You have to work on yourself first. Does that make sense? All right. So let's kind of just recap. If you really, gentlemen, want to find romance in your life, you have to, number one, keep promises that you make to yourself. Nobody else wants someone that breaks their own promises. And for you, for your own health, your own confidence, if you actually make commitments and you start to see yourself actually staying true to your word, it builds up so much confidence in your body that it'll be hard not to find romance. It really will. But it starts with you. Right now, you probably have a lot of self-doubt, insecurities. You're not feeling good because every time you set out to do something, you don't fucking do it, or you're inconsistent. So really start staying true to your promises, and it will transform your life. All right. Number two, become a high value man. What this means is you need to be diligently every single day working on yourself, working on your habits, working on your intellect, working on your body. That's how you become a high value man. Work on yourself. And three, you need to start dating yourself before anybody else. What happens is you try to take care of somebody else and you're pouring from an empty cup because you're overweight. You have the man boobs, you have the love handles, and now you're stuck because you're trying to take care of yourself. Now you have to take care of this other person, and now it gets hard. You need to take care of yourself first before you can pour into somebody else. All right. And that is the truth right there. All right. So that is it. That is it, gentlemen. If you got value, I hope you did. Give me a thumbs up in the comments if you're watching live, and also on the podcast, just scream out yes. Just scream out yes if you got some value. Also, follow me on Instagram, Danny Cavs4. That's Danny CAVS4 Instagram, and Facebook is Danny Cavallaro, Danny CAVALLARO. I post a lot more content on there, and hopefully this helped you out. All right, I know a lot of guys, you're trying to get in better shape so you can go out there and start dating again, and I love that for you, but you got to be diligent and you got to stay consistent. All right, so listen to this podcast, soak it up. Maybe you got to listen to it a couple times, and that's okay because it's definitely going to help you. All right, gentlemen, that is it. I hope this was good. Hope this helped. I will talk to you on the next podcast. God bless. Have a great day. See ya. All right, gentlemen, that is it. That is a wrap. Just end of the podcast right there. Hopefully this was good. And if you're struggling with like that one-on-one help to work on yourself, stay true to your promises, stop making excuses, send me a message about your health goals. Maybe we can have a conversation about how I can possibly help you. Because if you're alone right now and you're struggling with weight and you're struggling with confidence, like where are you going to go from here? Like, do you want to keep playing the same game over and over? I don't want you to. So the best thing you could do is really reach out for help. I know that's not easy to do because it does take a lot of courage, but that's the first step. All right. So hopefully this was good. It helped you out, and make sure you implement. All right, guys, I'll talk to you on the next episode. God bless. Have a great day. See you.